Damascus. Hello, today is day 41. Yesterday, day 40, I didn't film a bunch. We just woke up really early, hiked in about 10 miles to Damascus and ate breakfast at the diner. And then I just kind of chilled out here yesterday, went out to eat for dinner, had some snacks from Dollar General, and just kind of hung out at the place I'm staying at. And then today, they served breakfast, and then I went and rode my bike. Well, they had bikes you can rent, borrow, so I borrowed those and rode to the Fit City and did a resupply. And just hung out and planned out stuff for the next couple days. I was gonna do a 3-day slack pack thing, but I decided against that just because I figured it just wasn't what I wanted to do. I'm not against slack packing, I probably will at some point, but I didn't want to commit to 3 days of it. I might just do 1 day of it because there's supposed to be bad weather tomorrow, but I think I'll be fine. I'm just gonna keep going on like normal, but I'll probably see these people again because they're all slowing down because their families coming and stuff. So yeah, and I ran into some people I've met before in town, so that's been good. Kind of just been chilling. I'm trying to get my backpack repaired because the one buckle broke and I can't cinch the top down, but the outfitter I thought that would have it did not have the buckle, and the other outfitter, every time I have my backpack with me, it's closed, and then when I walk by without my backpack, it's open. It says it's up until 5, but it's like 3 o'clock and they're closed, so I'm gonna try later, and then yeah, we'll see. But yeah, it's been a great 0 in Damascus, and we got here pretty early yesterday, so it's been kind of like almost a double 0 just because of how early we woke up yesterday. We've been here for practically 2 full days. But I'm not going out to eat tonight. I have some chicken nuggets, veggie chicken nuggets I bought at the grocery store. I'm just gonna chill here tonight, and because there's not a ton of restaurants and I don't want to spend that much money going out to eat. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm happy here. The hostel's really nice too, and the weather, it was raining this morning, so it felt good to be in town. Morning, I think today is day 42. I'm hiking out of Damascus right now after staying in 2 nights at the Lady Di Inn, or bed and breakfast or whatever it's called. I zeroed there yesterday and it was really nice. I'm hiking out this morning, it's 9 o'clock. There's supposed to be some crazy wind tonight, and kind of bad storms, so I'm going to try to get up to the shelter and claim a spot in there and just hide out. It's 16-ish miles, a little less than 16 miles to the shelter. But yeah, I'm gonna do those 16 miles. My pack is pretty heavy because I'm packing out chicken nuggets and little veggie chicken nuggets and stuff. So I was gonna do a little slack pack thing, but now it was I was kind of have to commit to 3 days of slack packing with this group that I met, and I don't want to do 3 days and also spending that kind of money staying in town. I just want to save my money for later on, and I enjoy camping, so I'll see them again. It's not I won't see them again, but if the weather really goes down today, I can hop on their shuttle and go into town tonight, and then get out of the weather and then just keep hiking like normal. So it's a possibility, but I think I'm gonna be okay as long as I can get a spot in shelter or just find a place to tent that's kind of out of the wind. But yeah, right now the trail overlaps with the Virginia Creeper Trail, which is pretty cool, but it turns off here and starts climbing, and I'm not super excited for that. Also, I just wanted to say I had a great stay in Damascus. It was a really cute town. Went out to eat a couple times, able to ride a bike and go get resupply, and it was just really nice. I had a good time, and it's very relaxing. And the Lady Di Inn was probably the best place Lady Di bed and breakfast is probably the best place I've stayed at on this whole trip, besides when I stayed at the Airbnb with my parents. But it was just like so clean, and it was like being a guest at someone's house and not like staying in a hostel. It was just so nice. I had to take my rain jacket off because it was getting so hot, and I had to like stop, put sunscreen on, and put my hair up. The sun came out and the rain stopped, and it's not super windy, which it was supposed to be, so it's like cooking. But another exciting thing is tomorrow I'll probably hit the 500 mile marker, and we're also entering the Grayson Highlands, which is where the wild ponies are, which I've been talking about the wild ponies for like probably every day since I've started, or even before I started the hike. So it's really exciting. I don't know if I'll really be in the area where I can see ponies today, but I definitely should be able to see them tomorrow, which is really exciting because I miss them so bad. If they're not out when I walk through, I'm gonna like just sit there and wait and look around for them, because I'm not gonna hike through there and not see a pony. Alright, so I've hiked about like 4 miles, but I did a lot of the climbing already. Well, some of it, not all of it, but now I'm doing a little bit downhill, so it feels nice. But when I was in town, I tried to go to the Outfitters and get a buckle replacement for my backpack and get it repaired, because it like won't cinch down anymore. Like the top lid won't. So I've been tying it, which has been a real pain, but I wasn't able to get, and no one had a buckle that would like fit my backpack. So I messaged Gossamer Gear, and they sent me like a link to where I can buy replacement parts from them, which maybe is on their website, but like I couldn't find it. So they sent me that, and then I ordered the parts, but the problem is I'm not exactly sure if I ordered the right piece. I think it'll work out, but if not, I guess I'll just try again. I was gonna order a couple different ones, but they were like kind of out of all the other ones, so I pretty much had to get the certain size, which I think will fit, but who knows. It's also just difficult to like figure out where to send your stuff to. And I've had like my mom send me boxes, but I've never like had the company send me something. So I had it sent to this like gas station. It's like Trent's Grocery or something, which I called and they accept boxes from hikers. And that way I can just hike to it off trail, because it's like a half mile instead of like down the road, instead of trying to coordinate like a shuttle or hitchhiking to a specific place. So I think it'll work out, and they're open every day and their hours are like pretty long, so I think it'll work out. It's just hard to figure out. Yeah. Got another one of these fabulous bridges. I'm kind of scared of these bridges now, because every time I see one, it's great and flat, and then it just turns to an awful rocky climb that never ends. So I feel like the bridge is cool, and then when you leave the bridge, everything just falls apart. But alright, so we've started the awful climb after the bridge. I knew it was coming, but it's actually like pretty many switchbacks, so it's not super steep, and the rocks are mostly gone. They were down closer to the water, so it's been okay. I think I'm almost done with it, and then there's some flat and then another climb before the shelter, but it should be good. I'm hoping there's a spot in the shelter tonight, because I'm really nervous about the wind, but I think it'll be okay. I haven't seen anyone else out here other than people going south, or the group that was slack packing that I'll meet up with in a couple days probably. So yeah, I hope it's empty. I'm pretty sure one lady's coming, but she's up behind me. She's like, save me a spot in the shelter, which you can't really do, but I mean, I guess I can try, but it's kind of wrong. Alright, I'm like 4-ish miles from the shelter, and I think there's like about 900 feet of climbing left. So not too bad. Today's climbing was all kind of spread out, so it wasn't as bad. I feel like sometimes you leave town and it's just like a straight up climb for miles. This was a little bit more gradual, but I just stopped back there and filtered some water and had a snack, so that was really good. I have like fancy food this time because Wedge had like resupply boxes sent to him, but he's doing a lot of like slack packing, so he won't need all the food because he's going to be like in town every night, so he can get food there. So he gave me a bunch of food. So I had this like fancy strawberry waffle sandwich thing, and then he gave me these like homemade backpacker meals that are all vegetarian. So I'm gonna try those. So I'm excited to have like fancy food. Cool little pond. And the trail. The AT is following the Virginia Creeper Trail again, and I'm so happy because it's like flat and smooth for just a little bit. It's so relaxing. Love it. The Virginia Creeper Trail reminds me a lot of like the Katy Trail that we have in Missouri. It's like a old railroad they took apart and then like just left the gravel underneath to like bike and run and hike on. It's so smooth and nice and flat. I love it. Another exciting thing is I've never been to Virginia before, so when I walked into Virginia like 2 days ago, it was a new state for me, which was the same with North Carolina, but I'd been to Georgia and Tennessee before. But it's cool to add a new state, and then after Virginia is West Virginia, which I've never been there either, so it's exciting. I'm 0.8 from the Lost Mountain Shelter, which is where I plan on stopping tonight. I haven't really seen many people all day, so I'm really hoping that it's not full. But yeah, it's been kind of like a difficult-ish day. I had a really heavy pack too because I carried a bunch of food. But I stopped and ate the rest of my veggie dino nuggets at lunch, so that helped lighten the load. And then tonight for dinner I'm gonna eat some of my more heavy food. And then also soon it's gonna warm up. A lot of people send home their winter clothes in Damascus, but I mean tonight the low's in the 20s, so I didn't send home my winter gear yet. But I would say here in a couple weeks I'll be a lot lighter because I'll be able to send all that home. So yeah. I got to the Lost Mountain Shelter and I'm the only one here. There's a guy when I first got here, but he was like packing up and he left. I think maybe he just stopped for a break, but there's a lot of good tenting spots, but I'm not tenting. I'm in the shelter because of the scary wind. And there's a privy and a bear box, which there haven't been privies for like 200 miles or something because of like the weird laws in Tennessee and stuff, so that's cool. And there's the water source I'm gonna go down to. First I'm gonna like set up my stuff